Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody here. Welcome to Freedom by Design. Hello, guys. My name is Anastasia Halders, aka Coach Ace. Can you guys see and hear me clearly? Let me pull my microphone a little bit closer. I've got my boom over here. Let me bring this up a little bit. There we go. How's everybody doing this evening? I had an incredible time today. Had a great lunch. I'm pumped. I'm fired up. What about you? I got to spend a good deal with I actually have my speaker on. I actually got to spend a great time. I went to Deerfield, Massachusetts to spend the day with my son and Rich, and we went to Yankee Candle. Anybody ever been to Yankee Candle? Wow, what a place, right? This is my second time going there. The first time I went there, my son was 8 years old and he had a blast. He had a blast, but he probably might not remember because he was 8, right? But you know what? He went back again. He's 12 years old and it was such a spectacular, what a wonderful time. We had lunch. We got to meet Santa. Like technically we bumped into Santa. That was awesome. And Angel got to take a picture with him. So I shared lots of pictures. I put an album together for you guys to see and enjoy. And you guys could comment all you want on there and stuff like that. But beautiful, beautiful place. I just love going there. I mean, just the different smells and, how just like I feel like a kid in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, except it's not chocolates, candles. That's what I feel like. It was so awesome. But let me see here who's on the line because I have a very important lesson. That's right. Lesson to teach many of you who are victims of this type of behavior. So let me go over here on the live and take a look who's joining us here. We have our top fans who are here all the time. We have none other than Tracy Lee. Hello, Tracy Lee, top fan. Good to see you. We have Mark and Dana Brown. Hey, how was your trip? I know you guys had a great time. You guys went somewhere as well. Awesome. Can't wait to hear the feedback from you guys. Delroy Maynard. Hello, Delroy. Good to see you. And we have as well as Reina Kahanui. Good to see you. Aloha, Reina. Good to see you. And we have Jose Jaramillo. Hello, Jose. Good to see you as well. And more people coming on the live. So be sure to like, comment, and share this Facebook Live. Anyone you want to share it with is fine with me. I love you guys sharing our content because I believe that the type of value that we offer here and information is it's so valuable, isn't it? Isn't it great how Rich and we have, a different taste, right? We have different tastes for different things. And like you'll hear from him sometimes he'll do mindset and personal development, or you'll hear from me who does mindset and personal development coaching, right? So we'll be sharing with you guys lots of great things. Now, today, what we are going to talk about is something that is a major, major concern when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you have actually self-sabotaged yourself from success. Go ahead and be honest with yourself. Part of actually understanding you have a problem, self-sabotaging, is number 1, becoming aware that you have it as a problem. Right? So once you're aware that you're self-sabotaging yourself and your success, you need to put a 1 in the chat if that's you. Let me hear from you guys because I want to help you tonight. I want to help you recognize those self-sabotaging different types of conduct that you do for yourself, and it literally just holds you back from doing anything good for yourself. Let me see here who's actually a victim of this. Are you a victim of self-sabotaging yourself and creating self-destructive behaviors and conduct for yourself? Let me take a look here. What do we have? Raina says, okay, Raina says 1. Mark and Dana says 1. Okay, 1 plus 1. 1 plus, that's right, there's 2 of you. That's right. Okay. Diane Robin, good to see you. Welcome to the live. Just post in the live chat. We are asking everybody here. I'm asking, are you a victim of self-sabotaging your success? Are you creating or, a part of that ever-growing mass destructive conduct that you keep putting in front of yourself as a main level of excuses that stops you from creating wonderful success for yourself as a business owner, As a business owner, are you guilty of this? When you're guilty of something, the first part of recognizing the problem is becoming aware of the problem. So put a 1 if that is you, and be honest with yourself, because I want to help you today. I really want to help you today. David Toomey just joined us on live. Hello, David. Okay, because here's the thing, guys. For those of you who said 1, I applaud you for being awesome and telling me that that's you, because here's the thing. When you recognize that that is you, we need to take massive action to change these behaviors. Because if you don't change these self-destructive behaviors, I'm telling you right now, no matter what thing or product or opportunity or service or system, anything that you sink your teeth into or money into, nothing is ever going to change, because you are still having this head of yours on your neck. Okay. You still have this self-destructing head of yours on your neck. You haven't changed it. You haven't rewired, to fire new beams, new neurons, new nerves, new thinking patterns, new habits. You have not rewired to fire out none of that new stuff. You have old stinking thinking that's holding you back, and it's causing you to self-destruct. That's what it's doing. So the thing is, you can change these self-destructive conducts. Okay. There is a way that you can do them. Okay. But you must learn to stop yourself from doing the things that are really causing these problems. And I can tell you, I was a self-destructive pattern. I had so many things in front of me, so many opportunities. And because of the fears that I had in front of me of becoming successful, one of the things that I was afraid of was, geez, what would happen to me if I became successful? Would my friends like me anymore? Will my mom and dad ever accept me? Am I going to be some stuck up, person? I mean, I've heard rich people actually have like bad reputations. They think they're snobs. We'll hear things that rich people are really snobs, right? Honestly, are they really snobs? Look, here's the thing. There are some people who do have a lot of money and they let money change their behavior. But here's the thing. But I love what Jim Rohn says about money. It's the relationship. You have to understand the relationship with wealth. Otherwise, you'll never have it. If you don't have a good relationship with wealth, right, guys? If you don't have a good relationship with wealth, you'll never have it. And I can unequivocally say, yes, these behaviors can be changed. And I am living proof of that, because I was able to immerse myself and read, books, okay? Shifting your thinking to think new ways, new patterns, so that you can quit those destructive behaviors, so you can quit the things that hurt you inside and outside. So say, for example, there's some people here who are trying to quit smoking, right? They're trying to quit smoking. That's a bad self-destructive behavior, right? So if you want to quit smoking, you have to learn to wean down the cigarettes. You do a little bit at a time to break it off. And plus, make sure you tell your doctor, okay? Make sure you tell your doctor, of course. What about the eating behaviors? What about eating bad foods? Eating the bad foods and the foods you're not supposed to eat, okay, every single day, yet you still do it. You're telling your brain, oh, this feels good to me. It gives me a great feeling. But guess what? I know I'm going to pay for it. That's what you're going to say to yourself. When you light up and you smoke a cigarette, you know you're going to pay for it later. You may not pay for it today. You may not pay for it 30 days from now, but 30 years from now, you will. Okay? You will pay for it. It's coming. Eventually, something's going to happen, right? Or maybe, working out. Your body is overweight. You let yourself go. You let yourself go. You don't care about what you look like. You don't care that you got big, thick ass thighs. You don't care that you're so heavy that you can't breathe anymore. Are you listening to me? And then here, the age is just here comes your birthday. You're about to change. Here's another birthday. You're 40, another birthday. 10 years from now, you're 50. Hello, I can't breathe anymore. You let yourself go. These are self-destructive behaviors. You must stop this stuff. You've got to stop this stuff. For those of you who are in debt, who are always in debt, well, that's your relationship with wealth. To get out of debt, get rid of the clutter, get rid of the debt. You've got to start chomping at the bit. You've got to figure out how to get resourceful to get those bills paid down. And these are just a few of the bad habits that actually people actually, are accustomed to. So let me know in the chat if I'm making sense here. You guys can relate to what I'm talking about. Okay. These are all patterns that can lead to self-destructive, behaviors and your conduct. Okay. So trust me, I'm no superwoman. I really am not. Okay. I went through this stuff just like you. Okay. I don't smoke and I certainly have never done drugs, but I will tell you this. I was having self-destructive behaviors with procrastination, with saying I'm going to do something. And next thing you know, the moment I start trying to do something, you get good at a little bit. Then you get lazy and your brain starts fooling and tricking you and saying, oh, you really shouldn't spend a lot of time, Ace, on that computer. Your son really needs you. Go take him outside for a minute. Don't worry, the business will be there. People will be there waiting for you, right? I'll just go outside, go shopping, go to the mall. They'll still be there. It's so much easier for your brain to create foolery. It doesn't know the difference. Do you understand? It doesn't know the difference. The only thing by default it knows is to make you fail. That's what your brain does. It makes you fail. That's all it cares. It goes into that survival mode. It just wants you to fail. So you have to recognize these particular things that are happening. Now, here's what you can do. Here, I'm gonna give you the breakdown. Okay. Here's a quick way to figure out and change these types of behaviors that are happening. Number one, here it is. And somebody give me a hand here. I love my fans. Go ahead and put in the chat when I tell you number one and I tell you what to write this down. So here it is so that you guys are taking notes. Number one, feel the actual pain. Feel the actual pain. Number one. Okay. We don't tend to make changes unless we're always motivated to do so. Sometimes seeing other people make changes gives us a sense of inspiration. Okay. But sometimes we just need to be and feel that pain. There's something about that pain, that energy of pain. How they say pain will give you a memory of what not to do, right? We just need to feel that pain and be in that painful state that we rather get out of. And so if you're in that painful state of mind, start allowing yourself to feel that pain. Feel that pain, and ask yourself, is it time? Is it time for me right now to change? Am I literally out of control that I need to change right now? Is this really getting out of control, right? You have to ask yourself this. And then think about the kind of pain that's causing that pain for you, right? What do you want to do about it? That's what you got to figure out. What are you going to do about it? You got pain, right? You fall on a skateboard and you're skating and then you bum your elbow. Oh my goodness, I got pain. What are you going to do? Just look at it? No, you're going to go run and grab some ice and put it on the elbow because you want to get rid of the pain. You want relief, right? So think about the pain that you're putting on yourself. What are you going to do about it? Right? You want to get out of that painful state. So that's number one. Feel the pain. Number two. Here's number two. Turn yourself inward towards the problem. One of the biggest problems with making actual lifestyle changes is that we as humans tend to avoid thinking about the problem. Oh yeah. You'll find other things to put your attention to because it's easier, but you don't want to look at the problem. You don't want to look at the problem. Case point example, it gets even worse. Okay. We coach a lot of students. We get a lot of people from all walks of life, all different ages. People come from different industries, direct sales, network marketing. Some people have brick and mortar businesses. They've hired us too. And I've talked to people, we've coached them, we helped them. The ones that are going to get the results are the ones that do the work. The ones that don't get the results and complain and bitch and literally procrastinate, those are the ones that self-destruct. They self-destruct. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to stop doing this because it's going to get worse for you. Okay? It gets worse and worse, and yet we distract ourselves because looking at the problem can be awful. It could be painful. It could be scary, right? But this only makes the problem actually worse. If you want to get out of that cycle, that pattern, you have to let yourself start thinking about the problem. Turn yourself inward and look at the problem and acknowledge that problem. And then accept that it's the way it is, with the understanding that it can be changed. Don't think it can't be changed. All everybody's problems can be changed. Nothing's impossible, like my mother said. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. You're possible. You can change it. I did. I changed my problem literally in 3 days, okay? Because I acknowledged the problem. I was living in a Motel 6. In 3 days, I got out. Why? It wasn't because I sat on my butt and never looking for an apartment. It was because I never quit. I never quit, and I was just, my body, my back was against the wall. I looked at my 5-year-old son, and I said, you know what? The hell with this. This cannot be. I will not stand for this. And I am going to not stop until I find an apartment. And in 3 days, I got out of that Motel 6. So it can change. Number 3, pick one small, distinct change. One thing. I'm not telling you do 10 things. Start with one. Once you're ready to start making changes, pick this one thing that you can do that change the things that are bothering you, that are self-destructing you. If you want to change, the way you've been eating, you can't change it all at once. It takes time. That's not really realistic, right? You want to go vegan and you start going shopping all one day and bring the food in and start making recipes starting the week. It doesn't work like that. You have to do little by little because you got to be realistic. Pick one change. Okay, start with eating one piece of fruit, at least with your lunch each day. Incorporate. That's what we talk about. Incorporate. Drink unsweetened green tea, right? If you like it sweet all the time, but you have a sugar problem and you can't have sugar, so you need to have it unsweetened, but you still can have your tea, right? Instead of that big gulp of soda that you're always drinking all the time, right? And you're having late afternoon snacks and drinking unsweetened coffee with a splash of creamer instead of a Starbucks grande latte like I like, okay? You got to cut back a little bit and wean yourself off of it. Work on not going back for seconds until you had a 10-minute break after your first helping, okay? One distinct change, and that's just with eating bad, okay? Think about what you could do with quitting your bad habits with your business. What you're doing that you're self-destructing with your business. For those of you who are in network marketing, you could pick one little small change and start changing the way you're thinking about prospecting, to stop thinking the way, turn your things inward and start saying, you know what, I can talk to anybody, but I can't talk to everyone. And you got to acknowledge not everybody is qualified for my business. That's what you got to look at it as. In network marketing, not everybody's qualified for your business. So don't believe the hype that everybody's telling you in your upline and saying, oh yeah, everybody you can talk to and everybody's qualified for your business. Bullshit. It's not that. And affiliate marketers, I got some for you too. You got to start marketing. You cannot expect people to come to you and then you expect things to change in your life if you're not marketing. So start with a little itty bitty change. What can you do can make a difference? If you need to send out that one little email, send out that email. Broadcast to your list. Go ahead and do that. It'll make a difference, right? If you're doing one video, do a couple videos. Start making videos consistently. I talked to somebody the other day. I said, how are you expect to call yourself a CEO and you did one video? Man, you better go ahead and do some more videos than that. You got to put the value out there. You got to work this. It's called work. You got to do this. You can't just expect stuff to fall out of the sky and things to change. No, you do one small distinct change and things will happen. Number 4, commitment. Make a commitment. I mean, big time, big commitment. While you want things to change, okay, and you want your change, let's say you want to change something, just a small part of your self-destructive conduct. You want your commitment to be absolutely enormous, okay? This is what keeps you going when you don't feel like sticking to it. How you can commit big time, just let people know publicly, have people be accountable to you. Or even 1,000. Social media will be accountable to you. Let me tell you something. When we committed to do a 30-day video challenge and we said, hey guys, this is day 1 of 30, everybody was looking at Ace and Rich. They were like, oh, come on, Ace and Rich, y'all gonna do it. And then they were like, I want to do that too. So they joined in, right? When you make a commitment big time, listen, make a public accountability. Say, I'm going to do this, y'all, and post it right on social media, right? And if you don't have any support or you don't have a group to be a part of, find one. Join an accountability group, right? There's a website called stickk.com, STICKK.com. If you ain't got nobody to be accountable, trust me, there are existing communities that have websites just for this, like Stick, that you can actually join, put what your goal is in your commitment and what you're willing to do. And what will happen is if you miss a day on your commitment, you're going to actually pay a penalty, cash penalty, to a nonprofit organization that you do not support. Okay, we've done it multiple times. People love it because they actually learn about some things or two about their own self-destructive conduct. And then they realize, man, what am I doing? I just lost $100 to the Republicans or to the Democrats or whatever, you know. They actually get penalized, and it's actually publicly accountable, like everybody sees it in the community. Ooh, you don't want that. Okay, so do it publicly, you know, and find a community that you could actually have that is accountable to you. So you have people that are on account on you that won't let you down, because you know what? They're rooting for you. They want to see you succeed and stick to your commitment. Make a pledge for yourself, right? And put in a sum of money. It has to sting. Don't tell me you want to put, here's $5 if I miss a day. You're being too easy on yourself. Put 20. Seriously, put $20. That way, $20 a day, if you don't stick to your commitment, it works. It works. When you feel the sting, and that sting, $20 a day, every time adds up, man, you easily blow $100 if you are not all in. Okay, that's what's going to end up happening. So number 5, okay? Number 5, learn to start believing in yourself that you can do this, that you can make the change to stop self-destructive conduct. You know, in the very beginning, you will probably start having doubts. Your doubts have not paid your bills since day one. So why are you still doubtful that you cannot do this? Why? Why do that to yourself, my friends? Why? That's okay, you know. So-and-so is already having success. They got it easy. No, so-and-so was willing to work their tail off. They still have a full-time job. They were able to put in some overtime, but you can't see that because you only see what you see on social media, what these successful leaders and people of influence do. But you don't see what's behind the scenes when you see them have to drop their kids off at the daycare still, some of them. They still have to work that full-time job. Then they come home, they have dinner with their wife. They spend maybe about 15 minutes with that significant other. And then when they sit down, they turn on their monitor on their computer and they're back on board and they're trying to start putting emails together. Why? Because they were told by their mentors to write the email the following day and schedule it out for the week so they can rise and grind and do it every single day the way you're not willing to do it. And that's why you're failing. And that's why you're not going to have success, because you are not willing to do what successful people like Rich and I, okay, are willing to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Holla at me, y'all. Let me know y'all getting value from this. Let me know. Let me know. Okay? That's what I'm saying to you. It's okay. It's okay. You've got to learn to believe in yourself, because other people believe in you and they don't even know you. Your own family, your own friends, your significant other that are in your warm circle. Some of them don't believe in you. But when you got a community online that you're a part of and they say, hey, go, you can, then guess what? Believe you can. You don't need your approval from nobody. I told this to one of my clients, one of my diamond coaching clients, well invested. And she still self-sabotaged. I said, you can. You do not need someone else's approval but your own. So you need to believe that you can and stick to it and make small steps and celebrate the small wins before the big ones come. You got to celebrate the small ones and go all in. Okay? That's what's important. That's what's important. And you are capable of change, and you can if you believe you can. Okay. Number 6, start using failure to learn. Start using failure to learn. This is none other than feedback. While doing the habit is evident that you can do it, failure should not be evident that you can't. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to use it as an opportunity to learn, right? Life is your playground. Do not go to your grave safely. Okay? Learn. Use it as an opportunity to learn. Learn about how you work best. Find out what you're good at and build up on those strengths. Let that be the mechanism that drives behind you to move forward. Okay? That's what works best about you. And then whatever your weaknesses are, find help. Find help. And if you don't have time, which a lot of people actually, have a problem with, okay, outsource. You see, there's two forms of equity you can have. You can have a lot of time and a lot of money. And for those of you who have a lot of time, okay, that means you ain't got a lot of money. So you got to put in time to do the work, to learn, and build up on your weaknesses. And for those of you who have a lot of money, but don't have a lot of time, you need to outsource your stuff. You need to find somebody that can actually do it for you. That's the difference. And you need to learn, okay, how to not spend too much time living in your head, negative self-talking yourself to death. Self-sabotage, self-destructive conduct comes from doubt, comes from negative self-talk. It urges you to be negative. Learn about these little challenges and obstacles that come in your way, which is inevitable. It's going to happen, and how you get around them. And each time you fuck up, this is an amazing opportunity to get better, to improve the method. To failure isn't a bad thing. Like Rich always says, failure is feedback. It's brand spanking new information to improve your habit methods. That's what it's about. I'm almost done here. I got 3 more for you guys. You guys are getting great value. Give me some hearts and likes, okay? Listen to me. Holler at you now. Number 7, do not believe the negative self-talk that you're telling yourself. All this information that you're feeding yourself, these negative self-talks, these are thoughts in your head about not being able, not being capable, not being possible to do something, or wanting to quit, wanting to give up, wanting to be lazy, doing what is easy. Let me tell you something. Did you not want to become an entrepreneur? What? Did you think this world was going to be easy? Then why the hell did you stick into this so long if you were going to quit anyway? Got to think about that. Don't listen to those thoughts. See it, acknowledge it, but don't follow the commands. See it, the negative self-talk and the negative thoughts, and acknowledge it, but don't follow the commands. If it's telling you to do something, ignore it. They just come up because your brain is trying to get out of hard work. The lazy brain, like Seth Godin said, the lizard brain, okay? The lying brain is what I call it. Instead, come up with better counter arguments. You say, you know what, brain? You're telling me I can't when I actually know that I can, right? Tell the brain, you're telling me I can't, but what's the opposite? What's the solution? I know I can. You can't tell me what I can't do because I know I can. Other people have done this, and so can you. And I really, really know that if you do this, what I'm giving you as far as this lesson tonight, try it. Try it. Nothing else that you're doing is working. Try it. Number 8, find support. Support is important to have when you're on this journey, okay? Ask someone, a family member, a friend that supports you, someone that believes in you, if you have one. Not everybody does. I can tell you for a fact, not everybody does have a supportive spouse. Not everybody has a supportive friend. Not everybody has a supportive cousin. Nobody has a supportive partner or parent. But if you do have somebody you could think of right now, just think about it right now. Ask that individual to just do a little wellness checkup on you. Check up on you, give you a quick call, pick up the phone and say, hey, how you doing? Remember that goal you told me last week that you joined that new business? Hey, how's that working for you? All right, now don't forget, you're still supposed to send out emails, right? Okay, did you do that? All right, awesome. I just want to do a quick check on you. If you have somebody like that, man, I'll tell you, it's great. It's great to have somebody like that. If you have somebody online in social media that you connect with and is not in your warm circle, even better. Have them hold you accountable to your promises, to your goals, to what you are going to do. Okay? Or find a group online that you could be a part of. And last but not least, before I close out, number 9, start exactly creating the right positive feedback. Okay? Start creating the right positive feedback, because what positive feedback is going to do is eliminate negative feedback. So you'll know the difference between yummy and gross. You'll know between healthy and not healthy, right? You'll understand the differences between disease and being well. Okay? This is very good feedback to understand. When it comes to success and failure, you have to understand either you do or you don't. There is no try. There is no try. Trying is the wrong feedback cycle for change. Don't just try. Give it your all. Your boss calls you at 3 o'clock in the morning. He is on or she is on a flight that is delayed. They need to open the office. Office hours are 8 a.m. Who has the opportunity to open up the doors? And they call you to do it. You would get off your butt and be like, honey, sorry about this, but guess what? I just got a call from the boss. I got to go open up the store. You do for their boss, but you won't do for yourself. Isn't that pitiful? That is so pitiful. Am I right, Rich? Isn't that pitiful?
Yes, it is.
You would do more for your freaking boss than you would do for yourself. You got to stop that. You got to stop that. Instead, start creating new feedback. Create a new feedback cycle that's going to start supporting your change. Okay? So I'm glad you guys were here to hear this message. All of these nine things that I just shared with you on how you can literally change self-destructive conduct, self-destructive behaviors and patterns and thought processes that you've been just keep holding you back. In order for you to change, you got to start following these 9 things. Okay, so let me go to the group here. Let's take a look at the live. And now I see you guys. Okay, what's going on? Anybody got any questions? Let me know. I'll stay here for a little bit. I'm just muting my watch here so I don't hear anybody call me. Let's take a look here. I'm going to scroll back up here. Let's take a look. A lot of ones. Wow. David Toomey. Hey, Ace. Hey. Yes, anger and impatience. Aware, but technology is triggering it. No. Just being, it's not that, and, okay, so here's the thing. I'm not in your state of mind, okay? I know technology can be a real royal pain in the ass, but here's the thing. It was said before that the millennials are the ones that are going to have a grasp on technology versus the people who ignored it for too long. That is where you need to become aware. The millennials, okay, are more of a grasp of technology. Think about the kids, David, that are being born today. Aren't they kind of like on the higher side of intellectuality? Like they know how to, you got babies, for God's sakes, coming out of wombs that know how to swipe a cell phone. Okay? They just figured it out. The new kids, the new age, okay? They are the ones that are more aware. And the people that were told, oh, here comes a new cell phone, here comes the new computers and everything, were warned that this is going to happen. If you don't catch up, if you don't figure out how to get over, the anger issues of how come, technology is triggering you or how come technology is making you upset, stop fighting and going against the grain and do something about learning about it. And maybe that stuff will stop. Because that's the only way technology is going to be your friend, is when you stop fighting against it and going against the grain and getting upset about something. Learn it. You are never too old to learn, David. You are never too old to learn. Okay, let me take a look. Charles Kalk, welcome to the live, says that is so me every day. That is you every day. That's right. It is you. So what are you going to do about it? Mark and Dana, do the hard stuff first thing in the day. That's right. Do the hardest thing that your brain tells you that you cannot do. Do it the first thing in the morning. Do it. That's the first thing you want to do. Get through the hard stuff. Get through it. Eugenio, what's up? What's up? Keith White, how you doing, man? Welcome. Okay, let me see. Tracy Lee. Question. Entrepreneurs do the shit that nobody else wants to do. Oh, that's not a question. That's a comment. Okay, man. Keith White says, great value. I'm glad you got value from it, Keith. Very good. Raina says, amen. Amen. That's right. David Toomey, the monkey brain, the lizard brain, the monkey brain, the lazy brain. It's all the same thing. It's one brain. You could describe it, change the name, sugarcoat it, but guess what? It's lazy and it has a poor programming. We got to break that. Raina says, man, this is a reality check. It sure is, isn't it? Eugenio says, you know what? That's the majority of us all. It is the majority of us all. We are all by default programmed to fail. And we self-destruct. We do. This is why it's important to immerse yourselves in reading books and taking in new age information that is all about thinking differently. Thinking differently. Because your thoughts can be your worst weapons against yourself. If you are not aware of how to control it, you will self-destruct. You will self-sabotage, and you'll never see the light of day of success. And I know this for a fact because when I grew up where I lived at, I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. I hustled and I lived right through it. And let me tell you, my parents hustled and lived right through it. And they had 2 to 3 jobs and they done it. And therefore, before their parents have. And we've got all this paradigm, all this old paradigm just sitting here, programmed from generation to next generation. But I broke that with my own son. Like I said, the new millennials, the kids of today that are coming into this world right now, they know more than us. And by them seeing and watching us, even our grandchildren, guys, grandparents, pay attention. They see all this new age thinking. This stuff is important.
You guys have no idea what I went through with Ace when I first met her. Oh, if you only knew. But just to let you know, it's normal what you're feeling, right? But you got to work on it. Yep. You got to work on it daily. Can they see me okay? Go to I want to look all weird and stuff. And I'm
no, they can see you. They can see you.
Okay, cool. So guys, it's all about just taking simple daily activities on a daily basis. I just picked up my skateboard today.
Yeah, he got a skateboard today.
Why? Because I'm creating new, healthy habits for me, right? Because I'm going to the gym.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, you saw me skateboard? I can skateboard.
Good, yeah.
I can skateboard, man. I was like a champion back in the day, and I didn't lose none of my ability. So we had some fun doing it.
You sure did.
So guys, just one simple thing. Every single day, stay focused, okay? Don't let the lizard brain, the monkey brain, the crappy brain, the history brain, the old paradigm brain, all that stuff try to control you because it wants to keep you stuck by default.
That's right.
All you have to do is disrupt that thought by putting brand new, healthy, positive, actionable thoughts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of a new thought, let me encourage those of you who have gotten value from just this message and you think you actually have heard anything else. You've never heard it explained to you like this. You want more of it. You want to transform. You want to stop self-destructive habits. You want to stop self-sabotaging and you want to start seeing success and results in your business. Head over to freeprofitshortcut.com. Go to that link right there, freeprofitshortcut.com, and you'll see exactly the start of your new journey. Get on the right path. Don't keep doing what you keep doing, expecting a new result. That's the definition of insanity. Okay? It's time for a new dawn, a new beginning for you. It's time for you to get right on the right track. You hear me? Okay. Rich, hey, honey. Okay. He went to go to the store. Okay, cool. Let me take a look here. My husband got my phone. Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome to the live. Yes. Okay. Bonnie says, I'm calling you out on the Yoda quote, hashtag Star Wars Toys YouTube channel. You know, it's funny because I actually do believe Yoda did say that, but there is truth to that philosophy. Do or do not, there is no try. You know, we don't say these quotes and things like that just for the hell of them. We have to practice what we preach, right? We can't just keep putting quotes and quotes and quotes and quotes and quotes and never taking any freaking action. You got to take action on these things, what you read and what you put into, performance. Otherwise, People are watching you and they can tell. All right. Priscilla Shaywee says, I try to get through the hard stuff every day and I'm trying to undo everything, but no, I do not do anything for them anymore. It's me first and my business. That's right. You first. Numero uno. Absolutely. Tracy Lee says, hey, can you send a copy of those 10 things? Yeah, it was 9 things. I can do that. Sure. I can do that. I will put that for you guys. Not a problem. I asked somebody to post it in here, but you know what? I'll put it in the order and I'll put it in here for you guys. For sure. I'll do that right after the live. I'll line them up for you and then put them out. Not a problem. I'll do that for you guys. Eugenia says, I bought roller skates, old school. Nice. Hey, whatever, is good for you to get some body exercise, go for it, man. When Rich went to the store today with me, man, after we left Yaki Candle, I couldn't believe he went right into a skate store, came right out with a brand new skateboard. I was just like, whoa. Seriously? He was like, oh, yeah, man. My birthday coming up. He's like, I'm getting me a skateboard. Oh, he got it. Let me see. Here it is right here, y'all. Look, y'all want to see it? Look at it. Eugenio said he got roller skates, Rich.
Oh, I used to skate too. I used to skate in New York. Old school skates, man. I used to be all about that. Look at that.
Turn it around, baby.
This is a longboard.
Well, yeah, because you.
There you go. Right there.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
He's not playing around.
Oh, yeah.
And he can ride. He can ride it.
So, yeah, I'm psyched. But I'm out of shape.
Awesome. He's like, I'm psyched, but I'm out of shape. That's okay, though. You doing what makes you happy.
I'm doing a little bit of each day.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of fun. You guys are awesome. Got top fans. Look at top fans.
I know. Look at this.
Love it.
This is fantastic. See, guys, Rich, he ain't letting his age stop him. He wants to do roller skates. Let him do skateboarding. Hey, go for it, man. That's awesome. Tracy Lee said, oh, that's fat.
Felt right, too, man. It felt so good riding.
Yeah.
Like a kid,
Tracy, you mean PHAT, pretty high and tempting, okay? That's how you properly spell it. Not FAT, it's PHAT.
Pretty hot.
Remember, this girl's from Jersey. I know, okay?
Oh, my God.
Okay, let me see. Raina says, I can sit on a skateboard and roll down the hill.
Not me, man. I could do some crazy shit.
He said he can do some crazy shit. Awesome. Okay, it's 7:45. Does anybody have any other comments, questions about what I talked about from today's message? Like I said, guys, for those of you who are really serious about changing your self-destructive, conduct. I keep getting this word mixed up with behavior because it's so true. It's part of behavior. It's the same thing. It's self-destructive behavior. You need to learn to stop this. So if you are, well invested into something, you put in a lot of time to learn it, you put a lot of money invested into it, and nothing's changing. Nothing's really happening for you. You're lost. You're a newbie. You literally have nobody guiding you. You feel stuck. You feel like crap sometimes because you want to quit, but then some part of your brain says, no, don't quit. Find somebody to help you. And that's what is happening. Then go to that website, freeprofitshortcut.com, and lock arms with me and Rich, and we'll help you get out of that situation because you need a mentor. You need somebody to help guide you out of your self-destructive conduct and teach you the right ways of becoming the person that you are to become, that successful you, and borrow it from the future. Borrow that person from the future a little bit. That's right. Put a lease on life. Get a damn lease on it, right? You know what they say, put it on layaway? Borrow from the future a little bit. You're going to start seeing some changes. David Toomey says, thank you, Ace. I walk a city block daily and work out at the gym 3 to 4 times per week. And that inspires me, David. I am so happy to hear that you do that because every time we've had our conversations, man, I'll tell you, I respect my elders. I do. And you are older than me. But you know what, though? I'll tell you something, man. You inspire me. When I see and hear that you say, Ace, I'm glad we had a chat, but I got to go. I'm hitting the gym. And as I'm telling you, in the age that you are in, there are people that are younger than you, David, making excuses that don't want to go to the gym. And they are in poor health conditions, and they know that if they just get off their ass and just go to the gym or work out at home and try to do something to start eating differently, life will be a much better, grander way to live than to have the pain and the swelling and the disruptive type of habits that they have. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. We got to get ready for our class. I have so much to do, and I'm so glad I got to spend this time with you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys have questions for me, just remember, we do have our hot seats on Fridays. You could reserve your questions till then, but if it's urgent and you really want to talk with me and Rich, just send us a private message right here on Facebook. We don't bite. We really have helped a lot of people actually change their lives, and we want to help you change yours. So be sure to send me a private message, address it to me. It is a couples account, so it is Ace and Rich, but if you want to talk to the man, just let me know and just put, hey Rich, or hey Coach Ace, I need to talk to you, and then we'll go ahead and schedule an appointment for a nice quick 15-minute consult. Let's find out what's going on with you and give you a helping hand. Okay, remember, it's all about not a handout but a leg up. All right, my name is Anastasia Holdridge, aka Coach Ace. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on the live. I'm glad that you were here and you enjoyed this. With that being said, guys, have a great one. Don't forget to click the link below this video. Go to that website, get the information you need to lock arms with me and Rich. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye now.